Hello and welcome back. I was here earlier and I did the Margaret Miller challenge and I introduced my junk journal, the Language of Flowers junk journal project that I'm working on, and I talked about this one, but I couldn't find it.
And welcome back. I was here earlier
Didn't turn the volume
and
off.
I did the Margaret Miller.
Okay, there we go. Anyways, these aren't glued down. I'm trying to decide what I want to do with this cover, because after I got this put together, I see that the pages are too long. Now, this one has been quite a challenge because I did a different binding on it. I used this mini cinch, and my binding did come in today. This is part of it, but this binding doesn't work with this mini cinch. It will if it's not too fat, but it didn't work when I had my pages in it. So I did it with my hands quite a bit. For the most part, I did it with my hands to close this up. So there you see the wire binding, and I've got this lovely piece of tapestry from Roxy Creations from Italy, and then I took a old piece of ephemera for the front, and I used a piece of I'm going to have to work on that. I have to use some no fray stuff. Anyways, okay, so I'm getting off topic because the reason why I logged in was because, so the pages hang out. And that is what it is. Nothing I can do about it. And it kind of bugs me. So I was thinking maybe I could use this beautiful piece of trim that I bought from Walnut's Crafting Corner. Crafty or Crafting? I'm drawing a blank on which it is. But Walnut's Crafting or Crafty Corner on Etsy. If you Google that, I'm sure you'll find it. So I thought maybe I could do that, and then I thought maybe I could use, which doily was I going to use? This one. Something like that. So let's kind of tuck that under. And then I would buy another piece of this from Walnut and put another piece on the other side. And this fringe hangs over, so it camouflages the pages that stick out. There will be tabs on here that I haven't put on yet, and they will stick out a bit too. So that's what that looks like. And I'm on here tonight to please get feedback on what you think. Do you like this? We'll call this A. Something else I was looking at is something like, wasn't that? It was something like this. What was it? Something like that maybe. But then the pages show. So let's call that B. But the feedback that I'd like to get is, am I stressing over the pages coming past the cover too much or not? So I'm learning a lot with this idea. I'm not sold on using the cinch to do wire binding like this. I made some mistakes. So far, one of the mistakes that I made, and I knew, I would think I was thinking about it when I went to bed last night, is that I wanted to paint this chipboard before I started putting it together, before I punched the holes. Well, either before or after, but before I started putting it together. So at the last minute, I had to do something here to take away some of that chipboard look. And I'm not sure that I like the fabric going this far, but I don't have a good pair of fabric scissors. These are the only scissors I have that cut fabric really well. So I do need to get some fabric scissors with long blades or shears, whatever you call those, because it's really hard for me to cut fabric in a tidy way. So this planner is going to be mostly digitals. It has a pocket here. It has no ephemera in it yet, but it does have pockets. It has a pocket here, and it has 12 pockets, one for each month. So you've got a month at a glance here. And as you notice, this is something that you want to be a little cautious about turning the pages, because I'm not really sure how sturdy this is going to be. But so then we've got these 2 pages that show the months, and there's journaling spots here on the back. And then this is the January divider, and this is a pocket, and this is a side pocket here, and I didn't do my little punch. I've just been doing some very small thumb holes. Very small. And so then each divider has a somewhat or very nice digital to follow up on it. This one is okay. It's got some good colors. And then has some weeklies. Now, here's my second mistake, is that I didn't quite print the weeklies out a good way. So some of them are like, this one is 2 pages for the weekly, but it has nice writing spots on the back. But this journal can't take all that bulk. So next time, if I were to do it, I would make sure that I had a page that had Monday through Friday on this side and Monday through Friday on this side. Now, this is just kind of a goof here. So I might cover that up and do some kind of journaling page with that. This one I did actually glue and fix that with a weekly commencing on it. And then each one ends with a financial tracker. So this is, oh bummer. This is supposed to be March, and this is supposed to be February. I took this thing apart and put it back together so many times. Bummer. There's boo-boo number 3. And this one cannot be fixed. It kind of can. I can reprint the printables and move them around. I can't really do that with this though. You know what? I think I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm going to label this March because this looks like March to me. And I'm going to label this one, where'd it go? February. That's what I'm gonna do. So I do like these digitals. These digitals are from Tracie and they're called Scrappy something. And then these are called Archive something. And here we have April. This April didn't really have something that matched, but I thought these matched. So, and these colors match. So I thought this was, yeah, maybe this does match pretty good actually. And then we have this for May. I don't know why, but blue seems like May to me. And so we've got some blue colors that coordinate. And same flowers. So I found digitals that seem to coordinate, and these are Boo Boo. What's that? Boo Boo number 4. I don't have a background printed on that one. And so this is June, and these digitals matched nicely. So I was going to put a note section or a checklist before the finance tracker, but it was just getting too fat. So this is July. I love that digital. And I just did the best I could. These flowers seem to match right here. I'm not quite sure how this kit was meant to go together in some ways. Then we have August. This had some good matching stuff. What do we got? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I thought that was going to be goof number 5. Phew. So not always are there 3 weeks. 1 week, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. So Boo Boo number 5. So in that case, a person would want to put a tip in if they needed more. But I knew that was going to happen on this one, and I didn't try real hard to stop it from happening, because I know for myself that sometimes when I get started on a planner, I kind of fizz out. And so I thought maybe, you know, not having 3 or 4 weeks or 5 weeks, whatever, in each section would help take some of the stress off of using. So a person will go, oh, I did really good on week 1 and I'm doing good on week 2, but doggone it, I don't feel like doing week 3. So in that case, they could put some paper over this and they could journal. They could decorate. Now this one has way too many weeks in it. This is October. And it has some roses that, I don't know, the colors came together a little bit, not very good on this one. This is November. I love how they have inspirational sayings like beautiful woodland nature's inspiration. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, this one has 5 weeks. It was really hard to stay focused because I was fighting the binder thing and I was, yeah, lots of stuff. So then we've got December. And I didn't really have a good match for December. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then after all the months are done, we have 2 pages of contacts, and we have a year plan, goals and aspirations, priorities, personal development, my affirmation, and a year review. And then in the back we have a side tuck pocket over a beautiful vintage piece of music paper. And the front, so you just kind of want to move this spiral in sections and not get real crazy with it. But the front has a bit of a tuck spot too. Trying to think what I got here. This is a tuck spot here. So you could put something there. I'm actually thinking about putting a book plate there. And I decided, because I couldn't fit in the note pages, that my plan was trying to figure out why that's not wanting to lay flat. I think it has something to do with the hidden spine with the cover. So let me put this stuff away. These pieces, I tried all these, they were just too much. This might have looked nice if I had enough of it, but this looks really beautiful on here, I think, but I only have one piece of it. So I need enough for front and back. So then I was thinking for the notes pages, so I have notes and I have lists. So notes, to do, and list. So I was thinking that what I could do is put together a little notebook back here. So I would trim this off, and that would make it really thin. And probably would make it a little shorter. So I hope everybody's doing okay, having a good evening. Today was my husband's birthday, so we went out to a sushi restaurant, and he had his beloved sushi, and this is still too wide. And I had chicken teriyaki. I'm not a sushi eater. I could just take these and tuck these in here. That might be a good idea. But I was real generous with the glue, so I would have to make this smaller. just love this cover. Okay, so I guess not. It looks like it should go. Where's my bone folder? Stopping right there. I don't know why. Oh, because the glue's really generous right there. Oh, that fits just perfect. Yep, I think that is a good use for that spot right there. In fact, I could put some more in, and then if this journal is going to, even with the boo-boos, maybe I should call it the boo-boo journal, it is going to go for sale on my Ko-fi site. So then a person could say, oh, I've got too many weak commencings here. I don't need this one. So then they could take this and they could glue that onto there, and they could use that for notes, journaling, whatever. Could even turn this into a pocket and put a pocket there. Or glue this on there and then grab another piece, like I might have something like this in there, and they could turn this into a pocket and put that down there. In fact, I'm not going to get carried away with putting ephemera in this journal, but I will have an ephemera package to go with this. And I will take some of this and some other paper that is like the digitals that are already in here, and I will turn them into pockets so that all a person would have to do is glue them in, and then there'll be all of these pages in the back. And as always, as I create journals, I tell folks that, you know, I'm new, so new to making journals. So you may see some stuff that you like, but maybe you don't like it all. Maybe you just want to buy this journal for this lovely piece of fabric. This journal did take a lot to create, and it is a junk journal planner. So if you wouldn't like it enough for that, then $40, which is what this journal will sell for, would be a bit much for just this piece of fabric. And maybe you liked the vintage papers. There's 2 vintage papers in here. There will be a lovely ephemera pack to go with this, which when I do my final for sale video, I will show the ephemera pack that's going to go with this. The cover is going to be decorated at some point. It will have vintage pieces on it. I'm pretty sure this is the way I'm going to go. The more I look at it, the more it appeals to me. I just love the way the colors connect. I don't think I'm going to get crazy with a lot of other stuff. This doesn't need a closure. It does lay flat, and so, you know, it's going to be real easy to write in. So go ahead and post in the comments if you have any questions about this journal. Like I said, it already has quite a few pockets. It has a tuck pocket in the back, and it has pockets on the dividers, and it has a pocket in the front, and I feel like the pages are moving out more all the time. Maybe that is not my imagination. But the binding looks solid. The binding looks good. Strange. I tell you though, I will not do the next one like this. So Tracie's video for to do this journal, I mean, it wouldn't bother me so much if I would have made my covers bigger. And this is gonna make me quit obsessing over the pages sticking out. So I just gotta get another piece of this from Juanette and take care of that. But the next one is going to have ring binder for this type of journal. And I will do something very similar if I can find more digitals that I like. I have to think about that. But there's some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful digitals in here. Tracie always does a great job of creating digitals. So that's what I have for you tonight. Thanks for watching the video, and let me know if you have any comments or suggestions. I'm always happy to hear that. Tell me if you like one or two better, or maybe you've got another idea for me. And the main thing is I have to do justice by this beautiful cover, because this is a lovely piece of vintage tapestry from Rachel at Roxy Creations. So have a good evening, and I will see you in the next video.